Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I am going to explain you few very interesting examples based on CPU's performance. Let us have first question over here. So if you observe, in certain processor, we have a program which takes 1 million instructions to be executed with the processor and whose speed is given as per 2 GHz. So here, my dear students, how many instructions that is given over here? 1 million instructions. So let us note down the data. N that is equals to 1 million means 10 to the power 6 number of instructions are there, right? Here processor speed is also given by frequency. So here clock frequency that is given, that is 2 GHz. So that is 2 into 2 to the power 9 Hertz, right? Suppose 40% of instructions takes 2 clock cycle, 30% of instructions take 3 clock cycles, and remaining 30% takes 5 clock cycles for their respective execution. Then what is the total execution time for a program? So here, my dear students, whenever question is there based on total execution time, first of all you will have to calculate average CPI. CPI means clock per instruction. So average CPI that you will have to calculate first every time, right? So first of all you should know the basic formula of average CPI. So average CPI that will be summation of Ni CPI where I varies from 1 to x divided by summation of I varies from 1 to x Ni. Now here what is Ni and what is CPI? So you see 40% of instructions that is taking 2 clock cycles. So here CPI for 40% means 0.4 fraction is having how many CPI? 2 clock cycles, right? So 0.4 into 2 plus 30% of instructions takes 3 clock cycle. So 0.3 fraction means 30% takes 3 clock cycle. So 0.3 into 3, right? That is Ni CPI plus remaining 30 that takes 5 clock. So remaining fraction that is 0.3 into 5 divided by total number of that fraction, right? So here I have considered that in terms of percentage. So 0.4 plus 0.3 plus 0.3 that is 1 only. So that is my average CPI over here. So that will be 3.2. So here average CPI that is 3.2 with us. Now we can easily calculate total execution time. So total execution time that is number of instruction into average CPI divided by clock signal, right? So here how many instructions are there? 10 to the power 6 into average CPI is 3.2 divided by what is the clock? That is 2 GHz, right? So 2 into 10 to the power 9. So execution time over here that will be 3.2 divided by 2 that is 1.6 and 1.6 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 10 to the power 9 that is 10 to the power minus 3. So you can say 1.6 millisecond that will be the execution time for a program which is having 1 million instruction over here, right? So this is how questions will be definitely coming in competitive examination. You should be ready. Let us have second question over here. So if you observe second question, in that we are having a processor with frequency 2 GHz, right, which is used to execute benchmark program with the following instruction and clock count. So instructions and clock count that is given. What is effective CPI of the program and total execution time? So here, my dear students, first of all you need to calculate average CPI over here. So when you want to calculate average CPI, then you should know the basic formula of it. Summation of Ni CPI where I varies from 1 to x divided by summation of Ni where I varies from 1 to x. Now just substitute the values. So here summation of Ni CPI will be 80,000 into 2 plus 40,000 into 3 plus 5,000 into 3 plus 10,000 into 4. So that is how we can have summation of Ni into CPI, right? So let me place the values which I have told you right now and divide by summation of Ni means summation of total instruction. So that is 80,000 plus 40,000 plus 5,000 plus 10,000, right? So now let us calculate this in calculator. So average CPI, that will be 2.4814. So here for this given instruction set, average CPI means average clock per instruction, that is 2.4814, right? And this is what you will have to follow for all the question. Whenever question is there based on execution of program, at that time you will have to identify average CPI in most of the situation. The reason is MIPS calculation as well as execution of total time period of program as well as execution of single instruction, all the formulas are having a need of average CPI calculation, right? Now here we are dealing with to calculate total execution time. So to identify total execution time, basic formula is number of instruction into average CPI divided by clock. So here how many instructions are there? So we need to do algebraic sum of all these instructions, right? Into average CPI, that is 2.4814 divided by clock, that is 2 gigahertz over here. So 2 into 10 to the power 9. Let us solve this. So this will be 167,494 and this 10 to the power 9, that will go in numerator, that will be 10 to the power minus 9, right? So here if you take this in terms of fractions, then you will have to take 3 digit over here. So that will gives you 167.494 into 10 to the power minus 6. So you can have data in terms of microsecond, 167.494 microsecond, and you can have this in millisecond as well. That will be 0.167,494 millisecond, right? So you may be given in form of milli or microsecond in examination, right? So you should be ready for this type of question. And here, my dear students, you should make a list of formulas when you solve problems for competitive examinations. Like when it comes to CPU performance, at that time you see here how sequence should be there. Let me give you idea about this. Like execution time, that is n into average CPI divided by f clock. Then you should know this formula, that is CPI average, that is summation of Ni CPI divided by summation of Ni. Then you should know how we can calculate MIPS, that is f clock divided by CPI average into 10 to the power 6, right? And based on that you can solve many questions, as well as you should know how speed of factor is there, that is performance of x with respect to performance of y, and in terms of time it will be ty by tx when it comes to performance of x with respect to y. And this Amdahl's law, that is very essential, in which overall performance, that is 1 divided by 1 minus f plus f by s, where 1 minus f, that is unenhanced fraction of CPU, and f by s, that is enhanced fraction of CPU, right? And here few more basic things that you should know, like how to identify one instruction time period, that is average CPI divided by f clock, right? So every time you'll have to do this practice. So only 5 formulas are there, but once you understand those formulas, you can solve many questions based on CPU performance. I have done a lot of practice along with this playlist. At least you should solve these questions. Definitely based on that, many other questions that even you can solve. Still, if anything that you would like to share it with me, please note it down in comment box. I am listening to you. Please write your comment over here.